I got a detention and a suspension for an untucked Hawaiian shirt. Senior year of high school, I went to Cov Cath. Yes, we all know, the all-white racist school. I don't give a shit. That's not the point of this story. There was a tradition at Cov Cath. I don't know if it's still there. We had Hawaiian shirt day because we were a Catholic school, so you had to wear some type of collared shirt and khaki pants. So on Wednesdays, they would do an Hawaiian shirt day. And we did have a dress code policy that your shirts had to be tucked in, which is fine. I understand that. But in the case of a Hawaiian shirt, it's not supposed to be tucked in. You know what I mean? So I'm walking down the hallway with like 30 or 40 other seniors. I'm standing right next to my buddy who's on the football team. They're playing Highlands that weekend. I'm on the cross-country team. We are in our conference race the next day, which is like the biggest race before region and state. And it's my senior year. Our dean of discipline had to be like 85, okay? Everyone thought he should retire because he was one of those dudes, he would just randomly be a dick for no reason, right? He's walking down the hall. He walks past like 30 to 40 kids, all in untucked Hawaiian shirts, just like mine. Stops me while I'm standing right next to my buddy, and he's like, shirts untucked, detention. And I think he's joking at first. I like laugh, look at my buddy. My buddy kind of smiles. I'm like, he's not. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, and then he grabs me by the collar. He's like, in this class right now. Pulls me into some other teacher's classroom, and he's like, you have a detention for an untucked shirt. And if you got a detention as an athlete, you got suspended from the next sports event in your season. So I'm like, I'll lose it. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you just passed 30 kids. There was a kid standing right next to me that you know's on the football team, and I'm getting a detention? He's like, yeah, give me your name. I go, I'm not giving you my fucking name. I'm not. Fuck that. Are you fucking serious right now? I'm going off. It's like, you're going to get another detention for your language if you keep it up. I'm like, dude, I'm not taking that detention. You can go ahead and tear that shit up because I'm not signing it. He's like, what's your name? What's your name? And the other teacher's now getting in on it. I want your name. I'm like, I'm not giving either of you my name. We had to have these stupid name tag, like student name tag things for safety purposes at the time or whatever. So they're like, Tom Ziegler, and they write my name down. I end up with a detention. 2 hours later, my coach, who was an algebra teacher, comes out. You just got a detention for an untucked shirt? Are you kidding me? I'm like, bruh. You know, and what are you supposed to do? Because, I mean, in the rule book, like in the handbook, yeah, like my shirt was untucked. Now, if you look at the circumstance, fuck, are you kidding me? Like, it's like, I don't know what I did to him, but I apparently did something wrong. And I used to always go in the entrance I wasn't supposed to in the parking lot, so maybe he had something out for me. But when my coach comes over, I'm like, I don't even know what to say. I'm like, yeah, I got a detention. And he's like, you're one of our most important runners. We need you tomorrow. Now you're suspended. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, if you would have been there, you probably would have thought this was the dumbest thing ever. But since I already had a reputation of a jackass and shit, no one believed me anyway. So I'm literally like, I mean, I'm going to try to talk to the dean of discipline after school, but I think I'm cooked. I'm cooked. And I went into his office, and I'm like, are you seriously giving me a detention? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I understand. Like, if you want to abide by the rules, like, I get, like, you're not making an exception for Hawaiian shirt day. That's fine. But you should give every other kid that you passed a detention to, and they should all miss their sports games. Because it's my senior year. Whether I care about the sport I'm participating in or not, that's a memory that I'm not going to get to have because you decided to be a fucking dick and pick just me in that whole fucking hallway. And I said, and I said, I was cussing him out and shit. And he took it because he fucking knew. I literally doubled down too. I'm like, and you think I'm going to believe that it's a coincidence that you picked a cross-country runner when Highlands week is this week and you don't take a starting linebacker, you decide not to give him a detention when he's standing right next to me? You expect me to believe that wasn't something personal? And he's like, well, I don't really know what to say. I just happened to see you. I'm like, did you really just happen to see me? Like, what did I do to you? Like, I don't even know you. Like, I don't even know you. You didn't even know me till that moment. You didn't even know my name. You just picked me out. Why? Because at that point, I was like, I know you're not changing your mind, you fucking old man. Like, you fucking old prick. I know you're not changing your mind, but just tell me why. Tell me why. Couldn't give me an answer. So I sat in my detention. I missed my conference meet. We lost, you know, and it's like, damn, like I could have made a difference in that moment. And the reason I'm really telling is like, I'm not even, like to this day, am I mad like about the circumstance? Of course I'm upset. That affected a significant memory that I could have had with my friends and in my life as a kid growing up. But you look back on that and you go, at the end of the day, like, yeah, I wasn't following the rules. And I think, unfortunately, in the school system, there are people who I think they start out very passionate about being a teacher or being, in the role. And not just in teaching in general. I think people start out, they like their job or they're excited. But as you stay at something for too long, you get burnt out. Or, you have your own issues that start to impact the way that you start to treat other people at your place of work. And unfortunately, in the school system, what I think is so unfortunate is you have people young, especially Covcath as an example, as all guys schools, you have these young men who are developing and growing as people, and they get singled out and picked on by teachers who have their own personal issues that they bring into the classroom or they bring into the learning or school environment. I just think that's fucked up. And I think it's something that, I think as a society we're getting better, but there's so many stories, again and again, where you think that this kid is the problem, and then it turns out that the teacher is actually just a piece of shit. So I in that particular case, I was hot. I was hot about that. But also, from a rule book standpoint, you gotta abide by the rules when you're in a school. I had a lot of shit like that happen where, in the moment when you're mad, I go, damn, why me? Why the fuck was it me? There's 70 kids in the hallway. What did I do? You're pissed. But at the same time, I think it taught me all the little things all right, that happened to me for a reason. I don't know why. I don't know why he chose me. I don't know why there's eyes on me. Maybe it was karma for the things I was doing outside of school with my pranks and all the stupid shit I did growing up. But you just, and I say it all the time, my life is a lot easier than a lot of people's. I know that. But whatever happens, you got to take it on the chin, right? Lately, I've gotten so down on myself because there's a couple things that have happened in my professional life that I'm just not happy with, right? As a 27-year-old, damn, I need a career change. I got to do something because I'm not happy. But for the last couple weeks, I've been letting my unhappiness and, my frustration, I've been taking it out on other people. Because it's when that shit's already boiling over and you have somebody do it to you, you have somebody make a comment or think they're helping you, but they just piss you off, that shit is fucking frustrating. And then you get pissed and you go off and you look like an ass. And I guess that's full circle to what this story is about, is never let your own internal issues negatively affect other people. You ain't got to take it out on them. And the other part of that is, if someone is doing that to you, just bear the weight of that. If you're having such a bad day or you have such a bad life or you have so many issues going on that you got to take it out on me and my untucked Hawaiian shirt, then I'm sorry that you're living that miserable of a life, bro. So that's my little spiel at the end of this story. I couldn't believe that shit happened. I was so upset, and like I said, especially at that time, because that was the 1 year I was I'm gonna take cross country serious. I'm a senior, and felt like I could have had an impact on a big race for us as a varsity runner. But life goes on.
Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more, see no more. I was riding around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be up and away up the street and bake, but I can't even breathe no more. What's it to me? What can I